Hey everybody, welcome back to the Highland Fox. Summer break is officially over.
Thank goodness.
We survived, and to get things back to normal, Max won 9 in a row. Congrats, Max. Anything to add?
No.
No. All right, moving forward. So, Zandvoort, pretty exciting race. I would probably say the best race of the year.
Yes, I agree. I think, we all know Max is going to win at this point, but I don't want to say for a second there, we were like, oh. But for a second there was kind of an up in the air. If he makes a mistake or his team makes a mistake with pitting one of the 10 times you had to come in for wets or inters, there was a little bit of a question, at least in the air. But regardless of Max, I thought the rest of the grid was super close together. Yeah. We were like, there's a DRS train from 3rd all the way to 17th at one point.
Which is crazy. And I think that shows that the regulations work.
Yes.
Max just got it right.
Yeah.
Because Sergio...
But not even Perez, just Max got it right.
Right. And, they even had to undercut... They used Max to undercut Perez at a point.
Yeah.
So, and then Perez went off.
Mm-hmm.
So, Max got it right. But, really, if he wasn't involved, the regulations worked.
Yeah. So, I think this race did a really good job at demonstrating, the rule change is working. Mm-hmm. There's just a team that got it, uber right. But everyone else, it's really up in the air where people are going to go. And it's all dependent on not that constructor, but really down to said car and driver.
At that moment.
Yes. So I thought this race was so good.
It was. Is this a certified banger?
I'm going with yeah.
This is our first certified banger of the year.
I think we need a stamp.
We do need a stamp. We need a stamp.
Yeah.
We'll have to work on that. But... yeah, I mean, this is the first race because even second and third, we had genuinely no idea this race.
Yeah,
it was an amazing race.
To me, I was like, oh, this is going to be a Max, Sergio, and either Hamilton or whatever. But I don't know. It was really all over the place. And Alonso, the last few races, I've been like, I don't know.
Nowhere.
And I think this was his. He hasn't been on the podium since Canada.
Yeah,
I think it was Canada.
Yeah.
So super exciting for him. And then Gasly, what?
Came on.
All right.
And that's, I think, our point, is every race, you don't know who's going to be on the podium besides with Max. Mm-hmm. And it's Gasly came out of nowhere. This is his first podium in 2 years?
I think so.
It's definitely his first with Alpine. I think it's his first podium since 21.
Oh, wow.
But again, he had an amazing race.
This goes against our, or at least my earlier prediction of no one will be on a podium other than the top 3 teams.
Which we thought was Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull.
Yeah.
And Aston's taking it, McLaren's taking it, Gasly and Alpine's taking it.
So I'm glad I'm wrong because it definitely
amazing.
Is enlivening up the season, which was getting kind of
monotonous.
Yes. But this race just really did it.
Yeah. This was a really good race.
Yeah. And
it was amazing for Gasly.
Yeah,
it's cool to see guys like that get on the podium.
Yeah, he started off with a penalty. And then rose up.
Yeah, I don't know how he didn't win Driver of the Day.
I know. I know it was Alonso. And he raced really good.
Yeah, but Alonso,
But
it's Alonso.
I expect it.
Alonso did break Michael Schumacher's streak this week of the longest time between the first podium and the most recent podium. Because that just shows how long Alonso's been in the, because Schumacher had it because he got podium really young and then was in it for a while with Mercedes and all that stuff. But Alonso is now the longest gap between first and newest podium.
Good for him.
So another little record broken.
Yeah.
Then Max tied Vettel for 9.
Yeah.
And then he's going to set the constructor record for 19 in a row because he's never going to lose again.
Yeah.
When your teammate is going off and you're up by 30 seconds, it's just ridiculous. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But everyone struggled. We had a safety car for the first time in a long time.
And not all people finishing.
Yeah, and then a red flag, which livened it up.
Yeah.
Made a little...
This had everything I've been kind of wanting in individual races. They just threw it all in one. So the next 8 races are going to be boring.
Super boring.
But this one was you know what? Let's just sprinkle everything in one race and get it out of the way.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
It was really good. And Zandvoort's a hard track for anyone who's relatively new to the sport because it's new to the calendar. Well, not. It used to be on the calendar for a while, then it went away. And they added it again when Max got good because he's Dutch. So we got to hear the Dutch national anthem twice this week.
Yep. third year in a row here.
We're about to be able to sing it more than the American anthem. But it's a hard track to pass because it's got banked curves and, it doesn't always work, but it's produced good races every year.
Last year, I would say it was hard to pass. This year, though, I was shocked. And people were passing even when DRS wasn't enabled.
Yeah.
And in the rain. Mm-hmm. So normally I would agree with you about this track.
Yeah.
But the drivers were proving us wrong. So.
And it was crazy too because there was a moment on lap 7 or 8. So normally by that point everybody's calmed down.
Yeah.
And they were still swapping spots, so you couldn't even look at the chart on the side of the screen to figure out where anybody was because they were still swapping.
That was rain induced, but it
makes it exciting.
Because I was like, I'm just gonna watch what happens. I'm not even paying attention where people are right now.
Yeah.
Because trying to watch the chart where everyone was, I was like. So I just stopped. And I was like,
yeah.
I'll just sit back and enjoy, and that's kind of what we did.
Yeah,
it was
nice.
Yeah,
because we've had rainy races, and it's just everyone went in to pit and everyone went out to pit, and none of the order changed up. Mm-hmm. But this people had way different strategies for the rain, way different strategies for the dry, way different strategies for the rain again.
Yeah,
and it was just
the possible rain coming at the very end, which was definitely
that's what red flagged it.
Yeah. I know Zhao was doing so good.
But so was Sargent.
I know.
Logan Sargent made Q3 for the first time in his career and then binned it into a wall pretty early.
Yeah. He was the first out.
Yeah, he was the first out before Leclerc had floor damage after Leclerc messed up his strategy, or Ferrari messed up Leclerc's strategy.
Leclerc was the biggest loser of the race, I think.
Ferrari does him no favors, though.
No, that was a terrible race for him.
Sainz got 5th despite Ferrari, not because of Ferrari.
It was weird because, Alonso got 2nd, and then Stroll was, I don't even know.
18th, I think? I think it was or no, because not everybody finished.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he was way out of the points.
And then, Russell was up in, he led for a little bit, and then he was down in 17th.
Because they messed up the strategy.
Yeah, so it was just I felt like it was everyone was kind of all over.
At all times. Because then Russell got back up and then got a tire puncture and retired.
Yeah, so
it was literal chaos.
All over the place. I loved it.
Literal chaos. It was awesome. Yeah. Because then you got to think, too, Liam Lawson raced today, who's, if you guys don't know him, that's not surprising. It's a Red Bull Junior driver who was in F2.
Filling in for
Daniel Ricciardo, who broke his hand. So now AlphaTauri has more drivers this year than points. Because they have Daniel Ricciardo, Liam Lawson.
Did you have to throw that in there?
I did. That's a crazy stat. Really has that ever happened before in F1? Comment down below if that has, because I'm really curious. I can't have more drivers than points.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Unless it's an Enzo Ferrari thing where he just fired drivers randomly and brought in new drivers in the same race.
We'll have to check that.
Yeah, Enzo probably did it. I think Enzo.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bet a lot of money because I'm not sure, but it just sounds like something he would do. It sounds
like something Enzo would do.
Yeah. But it's cool for Liam Lawson to get this kind of race, and what a welcome to F1.
I know.
Racing a Ferrari in 17th, and then, all the rain chaos and all that stuff. And
yeah, welcome to F1.
Right.
So, yeah, I loved it. I don't know. The last few races I've been, a lot more excited. And then this race just threw everything into one. On a normally, I think, dull track.
Yeah, it can be dull.
That's my opinion. But I really thought it showed that the new cars are here and, the improvements that people made, I loved. Obviously, Max still took it away.
But Sergio's not, which makes me think it's not Red Bull as much anymore.
Yeah.
I think it's just Max.
It's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy.
Is he like an android? You think they just sit him in the car and then just plug him in?
Maybe.
And then he can just
supercharge.
Yeah. Like Matrix, where they just literally plug him into the car and he's just one with the car.
It has to be. Because
it's
the
only logical explanation at this point.
Yeah.
Everyone else is slipping around the track in the wet, and he's just a
little bit nippy out today.
He looks bored.
Yeah.
He's on a Sunday drive. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Yeah.
So, next week, one of my favorite tracks of all time is Monza. Temple of Speed. Any crazy predictions?
So I know a guy that we follow said Ferrari is going to win.
Yeah, Matt Gallagher on P1. Look him up. It's a great channel if you guys haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
He's a big Leclerc fanboy. Or he's not a fanboy, he's just passionate.
Yep.
But I think he's predicting Leclerc win.
Yeah,
I think it's more hopium than it is.
Yeah, I just don't think Monza is the track for Ferrari at this point in their career. So no, but I do like Monza because it has a history of showing us a unique winner. So
It does. And Max won last year, and the winners never won 2 in a row.
So I don't know. I'm like hoping for like a one from like left field. Like, come on, Yuki, you got it. You know?
Logan Sargent.
Well, let's calm down here. But yeah, just like someone crazy.
Yeah, that'd be a cool one. That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah, I feel like Monza always has like a surprise in store. We say this now and it's totally going to be Max.
I say my bold prediction for next week is Max by less than 30 seconds.
Oh, that's crazy because it's a fast track.
It is a fast
track.
track.
So there's like he's going to be a minute and 6 seconds ahead.
It's probably not surprising.
Yeah,
we'll have to see.
That's my bold prediction.
But we're back. Racing's back. Thanks for joining us. See you next week.